Hello, loves. I'm just testing this beautiful womb space practice out for myself today, and I wanted to share it with you. And so I'd like you to join me on the floor or seated or wherever you're at and whatever part of your day you're at. I'd just like you to take a minute for you, and you'll find this to be amazingly recharging. And as women, we are givers, and we are constantly giving and doing. And what all that doing and giving and receiving of energy can do to us is cause some not so favorable conditions, and it can cause depletion as well as stagnation in the body. And what we aren't taught about our womb space, which holds our first and second chakra, is that it's a receiver and it's a giver and it's a generator of power. And our ancient practices that would support the womb, and they would get together and practice these meditations, and they would ask the Mother Earth to bring her energy in and cleanse the area of the womb. So what we're going to do today is we're going to invite her in through the soles of our feet. And so I want you to ground down the soles of your feet into the earth and make that connection. And you're going to draw the energy up right through the sole of your foot and up, body inward. There's just tension there from all the roles you must play and the things you must be to everyone. And what we're realizing in this space is that we are just women. In this space, we are beautiful goddesses and sexual creatures who have so much ability to heal our own bodies and create. And what the womb is for is that creation center, that generating center, and it was worshipped and it was also feared. And so there is some confusion around this area of the body and the space that it is, but we're bringing the awareness to that, and we are going to heal the energy there today. So as you draw in your breath, I want you to bring that energy up and through the womb and feel how that generates there, and allow it to fill every space. And the womb is expansive, as we know. It houses giant babies and it will continually support this cleansing process for as long as you need it to. So just spend some time here enjoying that connection. Any of that stagnant or unwanted energy, we don't mean to hold on to it, but subconsciously we do, and it can create illness and disease in our body, and it can show up as resentment and anger, and it can actually just allow us from moving on as well, and being stuck in patterns with relationships or with people. And what this practice can do for you is to create anew, to cleanse this womb area so that it is able to receive new. So stay with me here for as long as you need, and just take in this medicine with each breath and release it. And what the earth is going to do is mulch that energy, and as Mother Nature does, she turns things that are old and unwanted and maybe decayed, and she turns them into beautiful soils which can then grow new life. And so we have the capacity as well to take that and put it back into the earth, to be able to allow it to rest there and be brought in with new life. So again, you are safe. Keep breathing, connecting the cords through your body and back into the earth, and just create this beautiful triangle-like structure where the energy is going in and swirling at the top in the womb space, and then going down, back down to the earth. So we have a few triangles in our body, and this is one of them, and this is a wide triangle that's, apart at our feet. And then in the same capacity, the womb being the center, is another triangle is created. So just now imagine that next triangle, the point of it, that energy back out into our field. And with each inhale, bring more energy up from the earth and then send it out. And what you'll notice is we are building a protection, a sort of bubble that is going to keep us protected from that energy and maybe trying to come in. And what we don't realize is that we are such receivers. The womb is such a receiver that, we are taking energy in all the time. But the thing is, we are going to learn to decipher what is allowed and what isn't. And what this nurturing ball that we've created around us from our lovely womb energy is going to do is it's going to allow us to decide if we want that in, and we will become better and better at deciding what we allow in our energy field, because we know what we can feel here can be full of light and love and can be full of healing gifts and energy, and we want to keep it that way. So you are safe. And what you're going to notice through this practice is that you are no longer going to need outside things to nourish you, whether it be food or drugs or sex or any of those otherworldly things. What you realize is that you don't actually need any of that. What you really need is to be nourished and nurtured from Source. And here we have this wonderful source energy who never stops giving, year to year, season to season. Our great mother is always giving, and you have access to that whenever you need it. The other things are temporary and frivolous, and they don't last, but here we have a lasting energy that is warm and nurturing and will stay with us. So you may notice that you start to make different choices for your body. You may start to show up differently. And this can be a great source of power if you want to practice this when you need to have a hard conversation, or you may be going on a first date, or you are putting yourself in a situation where you may be a little uncomfortable or thrown off your center. You can ground down to this practice anytime and generate power from that stability point. So feel the energy coming in and creating that space. And what you'll realize through this practice is that sex for us can be pure pleasure, and that it doesn't have to be us giving or us receiving, and that because you are already nourished, you're already nurtured from this great source, that sex can just be for pleasure. And you don't have to put any expectations for nourishment on anyone else or anything else. And that is such a gift we have as women. So I would really invite you to practice this as regular as possible and cleanse that energy so that you can enjoy what you were designed for, which is that pleasure. Have a wonderful day, and remember to make it sacred.